So somebody has drastically underestimated the spiritual power of their own anger. And it has brought some serious spiritual repercussions down the pipeline, okay? There is a masculine that has previously promised a feminine, basically the world, okay? And somebody's very angry that he did not deliver, okay? This man did not deliver spiritually. He did not deliver physically. He did not deliver financially. He has not delivered. This man was somehow distracted. Somehow his spirit was led astray. Whatever anger that someone has experienced in regards to this is nothing to play with, y'all, okay? Somebody in the collective, you need to understand the wrath, okay, that is associated with your anger as it relates to this man. Queen of Pentacles, you and this man were a match. You guys were a mate. Queen of Pentacles energy comes out first. You believe that you were on your way, that the relationship was going to ascend, especially financially. There have been a lot of financial promises made. There have been a lot of financial concepts that were discussed, that were planned. You were believing because this man was telling you like, oh, you know, it's all good. You know, I got your back, etc., etc. Right behind this, we see the lovers, okay? You two literally were at a place where y'all were sharing a heart. Y'all were sharing an understanding, okay? Y'all were sharing a lot of secrets. This man always had a certain understanding of what you wanted. This man may have been a little manipulative in spirit, you didn't realize. And he kind of always knew the keys. This man always knew what to say. Okay, this is something that you may not have really caught on to right away. We see the Three of Pentacles. With the Three of Pentacles, we see that this man was not only speaking with you, but this man had other spirits that he was speaking with. I'm getting brothers. I'm getting friends. There were other people that he was kind of getting dark wisdom from as it relates to kind of being able to lay things out to get you to really see that there was a future there that may not have been there. Okay. From the bottom of the deck, we see the Ten of Cups. This man, somebody may have also have had or be pregnant with a child by this man. And you're believing that, or you were believing that this was really going to be headed towards the future. Y'all were really headed towards, you know, everlasting love. Okay, I'm hearing that song, Shaka Khan, Everlasting Love. Someone really believed that this is where this situation was headed until this tower moment came into the room. Okay. Now with this tower moment, it was more mental than anything. This man, his actions, there was something splintered, dishonest, disorganized about this man's actions that really left you in a space where you kind of felt like, I'm not sure about this anymore. You also weren't really able to see your way straight. I'm just literally seeing a hall of mirrors, kind of that, you know, at the carnival, at the circus kind of vibe where you look in the mirror and you're seeing like multiple possibilities. That's the position that this masculine placed you in, okay? You were no longer sure what was what and what was not. This masculine also had a silver tongue, y'all. I'm just getting that silver tongue energy. This man had a silver tongue. He wasn't even always being 100% honest. Okay, we see the Eight of Swords coming through in the reverse. This man, that tower moment that he brought into the situation created a moment where this man kind of used his army, okay, his connections. Who is his army? Where is his army coming from? Is this a spiritual army? Is this a real army? Child, where is this army coming from? Okay, there was some kind of army energy present with this masculine, okay? And here we see unalive is written on this card, okay? So I'm not going to show it because, you know, we don't want that for YouTube. But we see unalive on this particular card. This man has potentially even caused some spirits, some feminines to want to unalive themselves before. There's a hell realm energy here. This man is a master of kind of playing mind games, and these mind games kind of have led some of his exes, some of the women in his life, into a very dark spiritual space. that has led many of them, you know, we see here crime of passion, okay? So unbeknownst to someone, this man has a violent past, okay? Violent as in the mind games he's played has drawn that type of energy towards him. And with this type of energy towards him, what somebody was not understanding is that this man already had a lot of karma built up against him. This man already had a lot of spirits after him. This man already kind of has the spirit of revenge after him. This man already was kind of lined up to receive the karma that he was going to get for what he did to you. This man was marked from the moment that this relationship really jumped off and started. Okay, this man was marked. This man was already known by the hell realm. This man was already marked by spirits, various. So look, various spirit teams. Okay, based on his behavior towards the divine feminine. So basically, in a nutshell, we already had this man having goddess energy upset, angry with him. The wrath, the reckoning was already kind of on his tail, okay? Before he pulled this move with you, this man was already kind of on the receiving end of the wrath of goddess, whether he knew this or not. We see the Four of Pentacles, y'all. This wrath kind of starts with this man beginning to lose control of his life. This man has a spirit that has entered his life and is kind of manipulating his environment, manipulating his circumstances. See, this man has embraced this particular energy. This man embraced this type of demonic energy the moment that he decided it was a good idea to manipulate. See, people don't think about that. When you are a manipulator, when you are a karmic energy yourself, you don't consider, for those that we know not in this collective, okay, but for those that are karmic energies, they're not considering that when you manipulate, when you lie, when you play dark games, you are inviting darkness to yourself. So the very way that he's been going around playing puppeteer with women's hearts and minds, okay, having feminines out here saving money, shopping for homes, believing that something is coming that is not coming, is the same way that Goddess has allowed certain demonic energies to get a hold to him, okay? So on the other side of this crime of passion and the retribution for women who have taken pills and all types of mess, okay, because they were so deeply affected by what this man was bringing to the table, or what he was pretending to bring to the table, this man has created a kind of copycat energy, okay? He's mirroring spiritually himself back, his own spiritual warfare, if y'all follow what I'm saying. This man has created an army against himself. So the same way that he was kind of consulting spiritually to kind of get, you know, kind of following his own instincts to manipulate the feminine, is the same way there's now an army, spiritual army, working against him in the same way he was working against others, if y'all are following me on that. So let's just make it plain. The very spirits he was consulting to kind of manipulate others are the same spirits that are now going to gather together to create his downfall. If y'all don't believe me, y'all look at Diddy. Look at R. Kelly. Okay? These masculines that decide to wage war against the feminine by tapping into certain dark armies, that same dark army is going to be the one to take them down, and then they're not going to have Goddess. You know, they're not going to have that divine, there's no grace for them. Why would there be? Oh, there's no grace. Why would there be grace? Why would there be grace? Those same demons you use to slay others will ultimately slay you, okay? So we're seeing those energies now making him the puppet, right? So we see the Hierophant. We're seeing Hierophant energy. This man has made a pact somewhere along the line, whether he meant to or not. This man has been communicating with demonic spirits. I think this man thought that this was his mind talking, and it might be. There may have been a level of possession there. But this man was operating at such a high level of manipulation and has caused such heartbreak and such pain and such agony and such deception to women and children, okay, that at this point, the court system is against him. And I say this spiritually speaking, okay? If this man was to come into courts, there will be no grace. See, there are certain systems now that this man can go into where he will receive no grace. One of them being the court system. One of them being the prison system. One of them being the education system. He will not have grace in any of these spaces if he is to enter them, okay? He will see a divine fall, if you will, okay? This man is in a pact, whether he has realized it or not, with various demonic energies that have been operating against the divine feminine as a collective. So this man has been a weapon. This man has been a tool. This man has been one that has just been an instrument of destruction against the divine feminine. Every woman that he's struck, that he's troubled, that he's had an issue with has been a divine feminine. This man has been a spiritual assassin against the divine feminine for quite some time. And I'm telling you, when folks don't align themselves with God, when folks don't align themselves with the divine, when folks don't align themselves with anything spiritual, these same people, these same karmics, because we're talking karmics now, y'all. These same karmics are going to be the ones that are going to end up being used as instruments of destruction against the people of God. I mean, they're empty vessels. They're walking around here just waiting to be possessed. Okay, that's all they can be. This man has been used over and over again to be an instrument of destruction against the divine feminine. We see Empress energy right here. Again and again, he has been on a hell realm assignment against the divine feminine. Okay, as a collective, being an assassin, coming after one the other, with all the types of different spiritual warfare, sexual warfare. Okay, this man has come into women's lives with dead energy. With dead energy, y'all. Okay, we see this sword on his side, and this is the Knight of Pentacles. This man is coming here using money to play mind games. This man also is focused on getting money from women. There are women he uses for money. Some of the money that he gives other women to play with their minds is the money of another woman. Okay, this is beyond boyish games. This is beyond Casanova. Now we're talking demonic spirits. We're talking when people have demons operating through them. That's what we're talking about now. Okay, we're talking heavier than, you know, little dating games that, you know, people play when they're young. We're not talking about that. Okay, 5 of Wands with the 7 of Cups. Okay, so we see this 5 of Wands coming through the building. With this 5 of Wands, we see this man consistently bringing conflicts. He likes to start fires, light fires, create confusion. He holds secrets deliberately. Let's talk about that. When people, you know, deliberately withhold information in order to be abusive, okay? Somebody has been having nightmares since they've been involved with this man. You don't even realize the 7 of Cups energy, but you've been having nightmares because this man has been tampering with your options for your own life, okay? Whether you realize it or not. Somebody has been dealing with a man that has been tampering with their options. This man has been tampering, you know, mentally playing mind games to make you say, you know, I kind of think I should date somebody else. But then again, you know, he is promising me a future. You know, I kind of think he's lying. But then again, you know, it's so demonic when people get into this level of gaslighting, because that's when the divine feminine is operating. Your intuition has been telling you exactly who this man is the whole time, but you didn't want to believe it, didn't want to see it, because this man has been in manipulative energy. Okay, this man has been using his mouth and tongue to, you know, spout out spells. Let's just call it what it is. When people set up and lie, girl, this man has been sitting up telling lies. Okay? This man has been telling lies. Not shaming the devil at all, okay? What's on the bottom of the deck? Disguise. Okay, this man showed up in disguise, pretending to be a creature of the light. That's what he's not. Magnetism. This man used a lot of charm, a lot of dark magic, a lot of dark magnetism to draw you in. Burning desire. This man used a lot of sexual energy to fake it, okay, to make it look like, oh, I'm so passionate about you. You're all that I want. This man has been playing games, okay? This is the fake it till you make it. But he did these things to get not only you, because see, in this situation, we're talking about a man who is an agent of destruction against the divine feminine. So this man is part of a dark army. I just got to keep saying that, because this is kind of more about the collective than it is just one woman, okay? This is an energy that is trying to enter the collective and has entered the collective many times to get the divine feminine to open her heart to the destruction that they want to bring. Some even going as far as marriage, okay? Some coming in pretending to be the divine masculine, saying that I can give you, healing, sexual healing. Look at all this chemistry we have, okay? They're coming in with these lies, okay? They're coming in with these lies and using sex, using romance, using the promise of financial security to be agents of the devil, child. I don't even know, no other way to say it, okay? We just got to get down to it. Okay, this is a death frequency, okay, that's coming into it's not real, it's not positive. It is coming to steal, kill, and destroy the divine feminine. There's no other way to say it, okay? This is somebody with a broken maternal attachment. If you ask these men, girl, they don't have the relationship they're supposed to with mama. They just don't. Let me not lie to you, they don't, okay? They don't. Some of them have even been in situations where their mother was inappropriate with them, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, some of them grew up in the system, courthouse, okay, and they telling you they could take you to great love when they themselves have never even received it or had it. So how they gonna take you? They are pretending to be a perfect match, girl, based on things they've seen on soap operas, pretending to be something that they're not. And let me tell you something about that, okay? A lot of these types of karmic energies, because this could still be a feminine now. This is not only the masculine, but that's what we're reading for today. But this could still be a karmic feminine energy that have come from these broken homes and these broken situations, okay, that have potentially come through orphanages and places where they have just consistently been abused. Some of them just simply want to do what was done to them to someone else, okay? And they want to come into a divine community because here are all these people that have either overcome some of their demons, worked through them, God has delivered them from them, or maybe they never even experienced them. But I'm going to tell you something else you have to be careful of when you are divine, is that these people are attracted to the light. When you have great empathy, when you have great maternal or paternal energy, who's going to come looking for you when you have healing energy, counseling energy about yourself? Other than the sick, who gonna come looking for you when you have the energy of the Christ on you, when you have the Christ consciousness? Well, Christ was a healer. So you have to keep in mind that these spirits is out there lurking, okay? Lurking, wanting you to join their army because, see, you can get so bitter and hurt by these circumstances that you forget to love yourself first, okay? That's the real deal. That's real spill right there. You forget to love yourself first, and then you will become one of them. So that's T, okay? That's this person had you thinking they could be the one, even though all inside yourself the whole time you were still concerned because you knew something wasn't right. But somebody was trying to keep an open mind, okay? Somebody was trying to think of it as like, let me just liberate myself, be open, be free my mind and enjoy this and make this my man. But girl, this man don't even know nothing about being anything but a scammer, being anything of an agent of darkness. That's all he knows because that's what he comes from, unfortunately, okay? This man may even have a falsified past. People that are telling you they got it together, I got my career together, I'm this and I'm that, and then you find out more about them, and it's like, train wreck, okay? They ain't even doing nothing but being deceptive, okay? So 6 of Pentacles energy, okay? This man was coming into this situation hoping that in a certain amount of time, not long, is what I'm getting, he was going to be able to get you to give to him whatever it is you have to give. Queen of Pentacles. So there was a possibility he was after money, security, stability, something along those lines as his means of being problematic in your life in particular. 6 of Wands. He was hoping to get that, okay? He was hoping to get that victory and get that to work just for his ego, okay? This man is, these problems and confusion that he's caused, he takes pride in that. I can remember a friend whose father was bragging to his daughter about ruining a woman's life, and leaving her in the sanitarium. Bragging to his own daughter about it. Demonic energies, okay? They're out there. Doing dirt just for doing dirt's sake. So, in the end, listen, because somebody is wondering why this person hurt you, why they did you bad. I need you to put your spiritual glasses on, okay? Put your spiritual 3D glasses on with me for a moment. This is not even roughly about dating or romance. This was a spiritual attack. This was spiritual warfare disguised as a dating situation. In the end, this masculine, we're talking the attack that he was coming to bring. It was about shifting your thought life, okay? This was about infecting you with the demonic frequencies, karmic frequencies that he has. That's what this was about. This was about him being able to infect you with his toxic emotionality, okay? And kind of getting in a codependent space with you. Now he's making you think you should be taking care of him. Now he's making you think perverse things. Now he's got you inviting this one, that one, and the third one in the bedroom with y'all. Now he's got you thinking that there's nothing wrong with being a petty thief. Now he's got you thinking that a little scam here and a little scam there is not so bad. Now he's got you helping him deceive other women. See, what you have to understand about this masculine is that he's sent to corrupt the soul. Like I said, steal, kill, destroy of the divine feminine. So had you stayed in partnership with him, you would have experienced some type of corruption of the soul. That's the same thing that happened with these women. That's why when he left, they were sick. Okay, they wanted to unalive or they wanted to do something to him. They were sick. That's illness. That's spiritual illness. Okay, that's why when he skedaddled on them, ghosted or however he chose to get out the way, these women were left sick, ill. These were divine feminines too, y'all. That's all he's targeting. That's all that spiritual army is targeting. That's all Satan is targeting. Let's just call a thing. We all know it. Okay? That's what this is about. That's what this man was coming to do, to corrupt your soul. It was to make you think that the wrong way is the right way. And y'all know it because it's the Antichrist consciousness. And y'all know it because we see it all the time. It's in the world left, right, and sideways now. We see it in the videos. They want you to think up is down. Okay? They want you to think down is up. I can remember some videos where 1 minute you see somebody getting cut or something creepy. What was that Miley Cyrus video? Next minute people laughing and talking and partying. Like they want you to mix pain with pleasure. Y'all can remember back in the day when a lot of this stuff started kicking up. When Ja Rule put out that album, Pain is Pleasure. And they up there talking about, you know, M-U-R-D blah blah me. If y'all know that song, y'all know that song, okay? Like that was supposed to be a sexual innuendo. This has been going on for a while where people want to see them, those among us that are working for Satan, okay, want to create a world where the Antichrist is the Christ and the Christ is the Antichrist. We see it. We see it. We are not fools. And it's getting closer. Do y'all hear that? Y'all hear that plane flying low? That energy is starting to really try to just slide its way into our atmosphere in a way that's right over everybody's consciousness, in everybody's consciousness, infecting everybody's consciousness, okay? And what we see here in this reading is specifically the consciousness of the Most High, okay? Those who follow the Most High, those who are spiritual messengers, light workers, healers, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine anything, okay? So this man was coming to be problematic, okay? 5 of Cups energy, this man was coming to bring pain and mourning in his wake because that's what he do. We already saw that, okay? So we already know you are divine feminine. We already know we're in the divine collective when we speak about this. We already know somebody figured this out. And whatever came out of your mouth, whatever truth you spoke, I'm telling you, girl, somebody spoke some truth. You may have spoke this truth to another one of your friends. You may have spoke this truth to the mirror. You may have spoke this truth in the room by yourself. You may have spoke this truth in the shower. Okay, you may have spoke this truth to a family member. You may have spoke this truth in a prayer. But what you don't understand is your spirit team, the Most High, your ancestors, okay, carried your words on the wind. You did not catch it, but this is what went down. And now your words are out in the atmosphere because you're very powerful. Your anger, your disgust, when you realized beyond the shadow of a doubt that somebody was trying to play in your face, you said something out your mouth and you meant that from your soul. And it was the truth about what was going on. And it was a divine truth. You spoke a truth that was a reckoning. Okay? You spoke truth to power. And when that came out your mouth, judgment was called upon that man. You called judgment on him. In your power and in your divinity, you called judgment on that man for this crime. He not only did he commit a crime against you in the earth realm, you know, just trying to get your money and so on and so forth. This man committed a crime against you in the spirit realm, just with his evil intentions. And when you caught that, and you said to your friend or whoever, like, girl, listen, okay? You didn't know, but that thing went out into the world and manifested. So here we go. I don't want to have to ask y'all what card this is because it thank you, Spirit. It just gets too real. Is that Santa Muerta? Is that the death card? Is that card number 13? When you spoke on that man, karmic retribution and death energy went towards that man. Now, I need you to understand something. Your words ignited what already was. This man already had left many in his wake, many in his path. He's left women with children that he's not fathering them. Okay? They're fatherless. Just you have to understand, they're children whose tears was already in the earth about this man. There are divine feminines whose tears were already in the earth about this man. There are mothers whose daughters were mishandled, whose curses were already on the air about this man. This man was already facing revenge, facing trauma, troubles coming his way. But when you said what you said or prayed what you prayed, that's the light, that's the flicker. Okay? That's the light. That was the moment. That was the thing. Look at this. Death and the hanged man, baby. It don't get no realer. Judgment, death, hanged man are on top of this man right now as a result of what came out of your mouth. Now, this man is headed into a cycle of retribution because you will pay. When you come into the divine, whether you come into the divine masculine or the divine feminine, when you come into the divine and you do dirt, when you come into the divine and you cross everybody, you just christened it, crosses it. When you come in, this man has created retribution for himself, and we already know, okay? Just as those words of anger came from your mouth, the army that he's been using to be problematic for everybody else, that was full of the demons and the problems and the sicknesses, spiritual sicknesses that he has picked up along the way of his troubled life, those demons have now turned on him. So somebody is about to witness karma play out. So for whoever was crying, whoever was saying, I can't believe this happening, and you was hurt and you was mad, know that those words that you spoke are about to set this man up for the final, for this mess that he was out here playing and doing. Okay? This man has stepped into his reckoning now because he's done too much in the collective. He's done too much. And it comes a point where God steps in. He's done too much, okay? Six of Swords, what did I tell y'all? There are spirits literally crossing over realms into the realm now to put a hand on that ass. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? There are literally spirits crossing into to get hold to him right now. What did I tell y'all? Do y'all remember in Ghost with Patrick Swayze? Okay, do y'all remember when the one man got up out of here and those dark spirits came and collected him? How they came and rose up from the concrete and crossed on in and got hold to him? Period. Period. Okay? Strength card. The name of one of those spirits. Do you hear me? Strength. They coming for him with strength to bring... Thank you, Spirit. Look at justice. It's just... When this message came to me tonight, y'all, I said, let me jump right on and give them this because... Listen. That's all. They're coming for him, okay? That's all there is to that. We see the 9 of Swords in reverse. We see justice. We see justice coming towards this man. We see strength coming for this man. This man's thought life is being aimed at. So it's going to start in his thoughts. It's going to start with his mental health. It's going to start in his mind. That is where it's going to start. That's where the retribution is going to start. That's where the seeds of confusion are going to start. That's where his slow walk towards the hell realm, that's where it starts, okay? This is where we're at. This man, it all starts in his thought life. Okay, and this man's attempts to get well, there's going to be communication that's going to come his way. He's going to try to clear his head. He's going to start to see and deal with these challenges, these mental challenges. He's going to start trying to clear his head. Talk to people, take in information, okay? But what's coming towards him is coming towards him fast. These spirits are coming towards him fast. Justice comes to clear the mind and clear the slate for those who have been afflicted. First off, justice is coming for everyone else. So in this man's selfish attempts to figure out how to clear his mind, he's not going to be able to. He's going to still hear voices. That's how it's going to start. And he's going to hear, some of these voices are going to be from the people around him that are going to begin to start to curse him. Okay, he's got baby mamas that are upset. He's got kids that are upset. He's betrayed a lot of people. He's consistently betrayed the feminine for the job that his mother did not do, is what I'm hearing. Remember, this man potentially spent time in the system, or he could have consistently been getting misplaced. You know, kids that can never stay with their mother. Their mother is around, but they at grandma's house, they here, they there. They can never stay in the school. Okay? And he hasn't overcome any of this. And he's walking around with this demonic army on his back, inflicting it into the divine community. And it's over. It's time out. It's time out. Justice is coming for those who have been afflicted, especially the children. Especially the children. Okay? So we see the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Right? It's coming in fast. And it's going to immediately shift his world. Okay? This man has actually been able to live a life that looks like a life of light. That's why you didn't know that you getting involved with somebody that was a critter. Okay? You didn't know he was no critter. Because he's been able to live a life that looks like a life of light. Okay? That's what it looks like. It appears that, you know, he's a light energy. This man may smile a lot or tee-hee. He's making these great promises. You know, he looks nice. He's not telling anybody that he's serving all types of demonic entities. Okay? He might not even quite realize it because he's been doing this so long. Okay? So this man now is about to come to a place where there are some obstacles that are about to come into his path. I'm telling you specifically, y'all, they're of the mind. Y'all, this man is going to step into confusion, okay? He's going to step into confusion. And it starts when something spiritually is offered to him. What is offered to him, y'all? Somebody offers him money. He's going to accept money from somebody that he ain't got no damn business accepting money from. And you want to know something? It's show retribution, because y'all remember what we see. This man don't turn down no money. Okay? There's a lot of pimp energy on this man where he thinks it's acceptable to use the divine feminine for money. I know this man may have accepted some money from you. Okay? He may have accepted some money from you. But whoever he accepts money from, if it wasn't you, accepting this money is going to curse him because his intentions was evil, but he took money from somebody that had divine intention. And that's setting him up for the shits. You understand me? He accepted money from somebody he ain't have no business. Spiritually, we talking spiritually tonight, y'all. We talking astral. He accepted some money from somebody he didn't have no business. And when it hit his hand, it gave retribution permission to come into his space. Also, those armies, those demonic armies that this man has been serving, when he accepts that money, it gives them some room to get into his life. It is the beginning of them entering his life. But let me tell you something. These demonic spirits, they told that man not to take that money, but greed. He didn't even listen to his own masters. And that's how he gives these things permission to begin a cycle of destruction towards him, okay? You got to give permission, y'all. And when this man took this offering from this feminine that he knows he wasn't supposed to take, but he's so greedy, and he not realizing spiritually, he just opened the floodgates to that death energy, to that hanged man energy, to that judgment, okay, that was out there just waiting at his door, okay? When your words ignited what they ignited, okay? Your anger ignited what it ignited. Y'all, this man got into agreement with his own judgment, Four of Wands energy, when he accepted that money. So this is the beginning of the storm for him. A storm that is going to overflow for him. This is a tsunami of energy that is going to come in towards this man's life. Ace of Cups again. And it starts with his thoughts. So this man's going to go into some thought life crises. 10 of Wands energy. This man's going to have a significant spiritual and mental disturbance. Okay. There's going to be some disturbances that have to do with his sex life. It's like something's going to, maybe an urge is going to begin in this man that was never there before. Okay. Something is going to shift in his sex life that is not good. Maybe sex addiction sets in. His sex life is going to start to turn on him. Okay. So we see some sex addiction setting in there. Okay. Whatever plans this man has, his plans are not going to start to go through. Okay? So he's not going to make it. Like in terms of, getting across the bridge, kind of pushing these things back. Like these Six of Swords, these entities that are coming to deliver to him this retribution, he's not going to be able to do anything about that. He's already in agreement with them. He is going to try to fight back, okay? He's not going to really have any success with that. These entities are going to be victorious, okay? We're walking towards the 10 of Wands because we see the 10 of Wands here, okay? So that means all the other wands have already occurred. So I'm just walking y'all through the way this is going to play out for him, okay? At 6 of Wands, they're going to be victorious. He's not going to be able to ward them off, okay? At the 7 of Wands, he is going to try to ward them off. The 8 of Wands, these voices that he's hearing in his head and his inability to make decisions is going to leave him too wounded, too injured, too weak, too mentally, psychologically, spiritually ill to ward anything off. Okay, this is gonna he's gonna catch that fade, y'all. I'm just telling you what it is. He's gonna catch that fade for what he was doing, trying to do, been doing. Okay, period. We see dark magic that he was using. I done told y'all it wins over. Okay, it comes back. He starts to deal with a lot of overflow of toxic energy, toxic thoughts. Like I told y'all, sex addiction starts to lay into him, y'all. Okay, we see here on this 9 of Cups, this obsession with fulfillment. Now, I want y'all to catch something else. Obsession with fulfillment is how he allowed these demonic energies back into his life to get down on him in the first place. He was instructed on some levels not to accept that money from that feminine. May have been you, may have been someone else, but he did. Greedy, that's how he got in this mess in the first place. Greed. Not listening, not even listening to his own spirit guides. That's how he found himself in this mess, okay? Period. A lot of thug energy. This man is going to stop being able to control his impulses. See, right now, he's just specifically scamming women. But these scams are going to start to kind of bleed out, okay, into other areas of his life. that make things worse, okay? Many of the women that he left are going to be happy now, happy in their, like, he's moved on, he's going on. See, because he's no longer going to be attaching himself to them, attacking them, going to the singles bars, or online targeting women. So there's going to be a lot of women already that are going to be spared because of the words that you spoke that started this chain of retribution towards this man. So hallelujah to you, because you've already freed some souls from the abuse and neglect. That's what's on the card, but you know, I'm going to cover up that word. But abuse and neglect, okay, that this man has been bringing to people in the first place. So this man's going to start to get a lot sloppier, okay, and a lot more reckless with the way that he's mishandling himself, okay, with his scamming, with these sexual addictions, with this need for greed, okay, that he keeps succumbing to again and again and again, okay. Secret accounts. I'm telling you, now we see him cracking cards, okay. Trying to use his intuition to scam on people, okay? I'm telling y'all, it's only finna get worse. It's only finna get worse. Using his intuition, still thinking it might be some way that he can go back to romance scamming. But I'm telling y'all right now, look at this drinking. He's not gonna be able to get back to the romance scamming. That's not romance scamming in the divine feminine at that. He's not going to be able to get back to that because these addictions are finna set in on him, because he's trying to deal with all these negative thoughts. Okay? He's trying to deal with all these wow thoughts. Okay? This man is his thought life is under attack. Okay? As you know, these demonic energies, they start with planting them seeds. Okay? So his thought life is under attack. And this man's going to start to turn to crime. He's going to start to turn to crime, cracking cars, scamming, wanting to get back to what he considers to be smooth, high level. You know, I'm that dude. I'm scamming, romance scamming. He done fell off into drinking and all. He's not going to be able to get back to that. Okay? Four of Swords. This man's days of being able to get fulfillment in those particular ways are over. He's about to lay down now in this attempts to overindulge. I want y'all to walk it down. We're looking at how this retribution comes in. We're watching it walk in. We're watching it walk in, y'all. Nine of Wands. So we start to see, what did I just tell y'all earlier, that the Nine of Wands was what was going to weaken him. We see him getting weakened because he's battle weary. He's tired because of all of these issues of his thought life. So he's battle weary now, y'all. He's tired. He's not really able to fight back. Y'all got to remember, this ain't no divine masculine. This ain't no dark masculine. This isn't somebody that knows how to utilize prayer. This isn't somebody that knows how to transform their circumstances with light energy. This ain't none of that. This is the karmic. The end, okay? This man is lost. He is confused. He is meandering. He doesn't know which way to go. He doesn't know where he's coming from. He's in a bad situation, okay, of his own making. He's in the hell realm of his own making. See, now he is on the verge of being unalive-ish, okay, wanting to do something to himself. Now he is in a position of wanting revenge, but see, what y'all got to understand about him wanting revenge is that him wanting revenge is going to come along the lines of self-destruction, because there's nobody for him to get back at but him, because he created this. That's how the private hell works. Now you're a victim of your own circumstance. So who you gonna aim your pum at but you, right? You the problem. Okay? You're the problem. You're the one that created all this confusion. You're the one that can't get it together. Five of Swords energy. So now we come into this space. The High Priestess, the Five of Swords. Now this man's secrets begin to come out. And so now he begins to get betrayed left, right, and sideways in his life. And there becomes to be a lot of spiritual competition against this man, okay? From the people in his life, from the men in his life. Remember, y'all, he had his little spirit team, but he also had his little friends. You know, little people that he talking to, kikiing with. All of these people are going to start to turn against him now. All of these people are going to start to compete now. See, some of these masculines are going to try to go behind him and talk to some of the women that he was already talking to. And I don't necessarily mean that they're going to come in and try to romantically talk to him. They're going to start diming him out to people. They were never his friend anyway. So all of his dirty laundry is about to come out in the open when those so-called friends of his that he was kikiing about how he was a dirty dog with, some of them are just going to go, they didn't respect him. Ain't no honor among thieves. We all know that. So those very men, those very people that he thought he was up there impressing with his pimping, they're going to be the very ones that are going to start to go around and tell people what's what on this man. Oh, y'all know what he on. Because those very spirits that he was working for, remember, they started to infect the space around him. So now just the way he was telling women's business and laughing, those people are going to start telling his business and laughing. Y'all need to watch. I'm telling y'all, watch how it happens. They'll come to you and be like, hey, you talk to your boy? Man, he ain't doing too good, Money, funny, looking funny. I seen him, he's stinking, smelling like cognac. And they're going to be the main ones to roast him. Who else will roast him but them? Y'all got to remember, this is everything that he was putting out. It's all doubling back. Those same spirits, it's all doubling back on him. 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Other than party and get drunk, he's not doing anything. What can he do? What can he do? He's in a private hell. He's in private mental torment. What can he do? 7 of Swords. Scamming and drinking, baby. That's all he doing. Excuse me, drinking and scamming, okay? He's turned into a what? A toxic lifestyle. This is retribution, y'all. This is we watching them. We watching the judgment get called. We watching the death energy. We watching the hangman energy. We're watching it. We're watching this man walk himself to the guillotine. And I'm telling you, whoever it is, y'all have to understand when you are a divine being and you see the truth and speak the truth and you stand on divinity and you speak that truth in prayer, okay, or you speak that truth with your candle work, when you speak that truth to your friends, whatever, if you standing on righteousness, you're going to see some return and some results on your words. It's the truth. And someone came to you with evil intentions and you stood on truth. Y'all got to understand the truth. I hate to be cliche. It will set you free. The truth will liberate you. The truth roars like a lion. Okay. We saw it out there in the Bible. The truth does this thug thizzle. The truth is a spiritual force to be reckoned with. Jesus was a representation of the truth. They couldn't do nothing with the truth. When they crucified the truth resurrected itself. Christ consciousness. Ain't no doing away with the truth. So when you speak the truth, understand you moving mountains. The truth has changed the world before, many times. Civil rights. People was just standing up for the truth. And the world changed. Y'all have to understand the spiritual power of simply standing and speaking truth. And somebody in their anger, you spoke some sharp truth. I don't care if you were sitting by yourself. And it changed the atmosphere. It set the stage. It lit the match for this man it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming for this man. I'm trying to get you to understand. It's been a long time coming. This man has been getting away with making false promises to women since he was a child. 6 of Cups. I don't even want to say that. This man has been getting away with making false promises to the divine feminine since he was a child. This ain't new. This ain't new. Okay? This is something that he's always done. Okay? This man has always thought that he had the ability to play on the intellect of the feminine. It's fun for him. That's them demonic energies at work. Knight of Wands. Okay? It's what he does. Run the streets, lie, play games. That's what he do. Stand around and watch the feminine. Okay? Look for somebody that shows signs of being a divine feminine. Somebody that's high in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy. Somebody that has a dreamy nature. Somebody that is highly feminine. Somebody that is soft and sweet. Somebody that's caring and good. Somebody that's kind and gentle. Somebody that's an empath. Somebody that's a mother. Spiritually or physically, a mother. Somebody that's got the energy of the Most High. He's a predator. Page of Swords. Okay? This is a predator. This is somebody that's consistently on guard. Looking for this one, looking for that one. I'm telling y'all what it is. Okay? Potentially on guard. Potentially trying to see what he can get, what he can come up on, what little lie he can tell, what silver tongue story he can use to hurt somebody's feelings or get a key off how somebody is sitting back walking towards getting their feelings hurt from listening to his nonsense. This man has put women and children, his children, sometimes other women's children, though, women he may have dated with children, in position that they have actually ended up out in the cold, 5 of Pentacles, because he didn't pay rent, didn't pay bills, lies. I'm going to pay the rent. I'm going to pay the bills. I've seen it happen before. Woman is sitting there, has no idea the bills ain't being paid until one day the sheriff's police show up. I've seen it. I've seen it. And I told y'all, this man got the tears of a lot of children on him. It's really, really, really lining him up for disaster. Okay, because again, hurt and pain and heartbreak and all these things being aimed at children, it corrupts the soul. That's what this man's assignment has been, to corrupt souls. That's what his assignment has been, to corrupt souls. Even these children, y'all, they have been daughters. He has been weaponized against the divine feminine from the inception. And when you inject this type of sorrow onto children, a lot of times it transforms their souls forever. Corruption of the soul, okay? We see the world. We see the Knight of Swords. This man at this point has been encapsulated by this. He's not getting free of it. Okay, he's not getting out of this karma. He is falling upon his own sword very swiftly. His anger is not going to change the direction of the wind. His rage isn't going to change the directions of the wind for him. No new scam is going to change the directions of the winds for him. There is no getting out of this. Okay, he has reached his set appointed time. Okay, period. 2 of Wands. He has reached his set appointed time. We see the moon. Okay, that dark cloud, that gray cloud is kind of descending over him at this point. As in things are getting darker even from this point. Okay, so we see the 8 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. We see hard work leaving him. So there's job troubles. You know, there may have been a situation where he at least had a steady job or a good job or a job that offered a lot of overtime. And I say that to say is, even though he's been mooching off the divine feminine's money, he's never had any problem getting a hold to money, which may be why women believe him. Say, well, he getting money, you know. 2 of Swords. That's cut off. That's blocked off. All this money he was sliding into. Speaking of his own money, okay, that thorough way has been blocked off. King of Pentacles, what I just tell y'all, that thorough way to money, to, oh, I can finance myself, it's no problem. Yeah, you used to could, buddy. You used to could, buddy. That's before the thunder clapped and the sky turned black. You used to could, buddy. Yeah. Back when you used to, back in 99. But this is 99 anymore. This is just, it's over. Yeah. Trying to tell y'all. Queen of Wands, okay? He's going to be terminated by a woman. Woman may be a Leo or Sagittarius. Okay? She may be an Aries. He's going to be terminated by a woman. I'm telling you, Goddess don't play, baby. Goddess does not play. When it's time for you to get that retribution for the wrong you've been doing to the divine feminine, baby, that feminine energy, that goddess energy, that Godhead feminine energy is going to lay down on both your sides. People think it's a game and it's a joke, but it's not. And we're seeing it in the world so heavy now, y'all. So many of these movements are coming out of the spirit of goddess. Okay, we all know what it is. We know that there was a time when all of goddess energy was worshipped in the earth. Y'all know it. We didn't talk about it over here before, okay? Goddess energy was worship. Goddess energy was the driving force. Y'all know I ain't. Y'all know I ain't. You feel me? Goddess energy was the driving force. Okay? I'm just saying. And we're seeing so many of these movements being born of that. This is reckoning for all these years that the feminine has been the divine feminine has been under attack. The original God has been under attack, y'all. The creator, the mother of Christ consciousness is under attack. How can that be? How can Mother Mary energy consistently be under attack and there not be a movement? Y'all are seeing it. So much divine justice around us. Come on. Just look at the world. I'm just saying. Goddess is sick and tired of it. Period. Ace of Swords. This justice and this reckoning. It's a long time coming. Okay. Ace of Swords energy with the Three of Swords. Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. I mean, this heartbreak energy that is coming to the karmic masculine cannot be denied. Okay. This is something that's been being brewed up, cooked up for quite some time, okay? Like I said, even in your individual situation out there, divine, it was being cooked up, it was being brewed up, it was a spell that was being woven all the time. And we know what is in the cauldron. What did I tell y'all was in the cauldron? Did y'all follow that? What was in the cauldron? Baby, the tears of babies was in the cauldron. The tears of the divine feminine was in the cauldron. The words of your mouth are in the cauldron. The anger of Goddess is in the cauldron. Your anger is in the cauldron. His own demonic energy laid permission to the boiling of the cauldron. Baby, this man has cooked up his own retribution. He went to the store and bought the ingredients. So these entities, this retribution, okay, this strength and justice has every right to approach him. This Ace of Swords and Three of Swords has every right to approach him. The Lord of Sorrows has every right to approach him. The Goddess of Truth has every right to spank him. It's all been mixed up, cooked up. It's a spell, y'all. And the spell has now been prepared. That's why he's finding himself in the position he's finding himself, okay? Page of Pentacles. This man now is in a position where he's trying to hoard very tiny bits of money because he no longer has money. Y'all got to remember, he's developed sex addictions. He's developed drinking addictions. He's no longer working. He's no longer has the self-control or the looks or the stable stability of mind to be a romance scammer anymore. Okay? So now this man is having to hold on to a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there. Okay? He's having to go back to those same buddies and say, hey, y'all, hey, can you help? Okay? We're in that type of energy. King of Wands, Ace of Wands. Okay? This man is now in a position where people may see him begin to try to look like he's a leader and a ruler, but he's not going to be able to control or hide, rather, those sex addictions. Okay? And these women that he's been able to have sex with, they're all walking away. Okay? Those karmics are not just sitting around with their panties down no more. So he's losing them. Okay? He's losing them. And as he's losing them, we're seeing the devil is on the peripheral. Okay? As this man's life is beginning to fall apart, we see the devil just quietly watching, making a fool of him. Okay? These demonic energies are now in a position to make a show of him because he's already reached his demonic heights, his demonic peaks. Y'all know how that is. These people play these games. They use dark magic. They reach a spiritually demonic peak. They reach the height. They reach the mountaintop of the hell realm. And then the devil and all of the divine and everyone else gets to watch them slowly roll back down to the bottom of the hill and into pits of fire where they was going to be anyway. Like I said, we just mentioned a bunch of celebrity men that have had this experience. Okay, we're seeing this reckoning of the karmic masculine. We just mentioned a bunch of karmic masculines that are experiencing this right now. Okay? Those same demons that you use to entrap others are going to be the ones that kick you down the hill. And these karmic masculines, I'm telling you, they're seeing it. They're seeing it. So we see the Four of Cups. This man is being refused help. He may be trying to get some type of help from his drinking, but it's like he can't afford it or he doesn't even have the insurance to get it anymore. We see the Two of Pentacles energy. Okay, with this Two of Pentacles energy is interesting because this man has become very double-minded. So this man has gone off into potentially bipolar disorder, which is highly probable considering that he's now dealing with substance abuse issues, okay? So we see the Ten of Swords. This man is starting to become ill now. He may be in a position where he's being hospitalized. Some of it is emotional, mental abuse because he's now been stabbed in the back so many times by those that he thought cared about him. But this man had no friends. There's no honor among thieves. I didn't say it. This man had no friends. So you may start to see him now going into a space of hospitalization. And that could be mental or physical hospitalization from exhaustion, from the drinking, from the realization that he has literally left himself vulnerable to attack because he has no friends, no love in his life, no money. Okay, we see the Emperor coming through. This man's going to find himself in front of a judge. Remember, he has no grace in the court system. We saw that earlier. This man's going to find himself in front of a judge. Whatever seeds that have been planted about him with the judge are not going to help him because at the forefront is going to be his drinking. So we see that with his drinking being a big part of the conversation. Okay, we see here with this, y'all see this King of Cups is drunk as hell. He's just pouring liquor down his throat. So we see that when he's also developed heart problems. We're seeing that with his drinking being the reason that he can't really win in court. Custody battle comes to mind, okay? Some woman is taking him to child support court just saying, give me full custody. Some of these baby mamas, there's not going to be anything he can do about it. He's drunk. He's probably coming to court drunk. He's not able to stand on his own 2 feet. He's not able to show anybody that he would be capable of, you know, keeping a couple of goldfish in a bowl alive, let alone any of the children, okay? That he has hurt, harmed, embarrassed, shamed, okay, for years and years and years. We see this Nine of Pentacles energy. These women will be successful against him in court in regards to these children, and they will win monetary judgments. With his broke ass. They will win monetary judgments. Okay? If he does not pay these judgments, he will find himself in prison. King of Swords. There will be harsh calculations. Okay? Harsh decisions made towards him. Period. Page of Wands. This man will start to get things in the mail about these judgments. Okay? He will start to get messages about these judgments. When you gonna pay? Ten of Pentacles. This man's gonna have to pay for these children and these legacies that he's created at a time where he has no money, no self-control, and a drinking problem. That's just what it is. Okay, so we see the Star and we see the Three of Wands. Okay, hope for the future? No, he's gonna be alone. This man ends up alone with all of these problems. We see this Hermit energy here literally laying inside of a coffin. Who you gonna call? Don't call me. I can tell you that. We see this man literally laying alone. Okay. In a coffin. I don't know who he can call. This man's under pressure. He's going to have to do something quick. Y'all see decisions. Decisions, baby. Time is running out. This man has allowed himself to play in the ball game with the devil for a long time. This man is starting to literally feel hellfires. Y'all don't know what that means, okay? But this man is starting to feel hellfires. It may be withdrawal. It may be the pangs of addiction. It may be the pangs of hunger. Okay, but this man is starting to feel it. And it's not going away in this lifetime. This is the bed that he made for himself. So within 6 months, y'all. Okay? Within 6 months, we see this man just flat out feeling like shit. So we see his health deteriorating. By July, baby, this man going through it. And I'm telling y'all, he set himself up for it. By July, he could very well need a caregiver. Okay? This man gonna try to scam in this way. Try to find him a woman he can marry to be a caregiver, y'all. That's how much of a scammer this man is. He's gonna try to make a couple, okay? He never stops. I want y'all to see how sick. Look how sick this individual is. He never stops. Trying to manipulate somebody, mind control, hoping he can manipulate somebody into changing his pamper. Still trying to be a spiritual assassin. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. There's a shift coming to this man in his attempt to make this pathetic plan by summertime. Within, we still at a little over 6 months, but it's about there. Okay? The hangman said, don't forget about me. Okay? The hangman came right back in the building and said, what you thought? Okay? What did this man think? This man thinks that even on his deathbed, even in his sick bed, he's still going to be able to play games. The hangman said, I will manifest. I will manifest. This man is now dealing with a sex addiction. This man is now dealing with alcoholism. This man is now dealing with needing a caregiver, child support, kids crying, cauldron still boiling. Okay? And we see the manifestation of continuous financial issues coming towards this man. Okay? And they're there to stay. So there's not going to be a cleaning up. There's not going to be a cleaning up of his issues. Okay? Of his troubles, his traumas as it relates to finances. This is going to be a continual thing. This man is still foolish enough to think he can find some type of fulfillment. You see, there is still these issues of greed. So there's one more offering made to this man. Page of Cups energy. This man is still accepting trick offers. I see. Wow. This offering that is coming towards him at this time is coming towards him. And it is coming towards him from someone he hurt in his childhood. 6 of Cups. So this is the ultimate retribution. We remember that we saw he was already being hurtful to people in his childhood. There's going to be to the divine feminine in his childhood. There's going to be a divine feminine that he thinks he's going to be able to go back and reach back and pick up and take an offering from, that is going to be willing to take care of him and change him, as he's allowed himself to fall down into the throes of alcoholism, poverty, mental instability. He's thinking that I can just go back on the block and pick up, okay, whoever, and I can make her my lover. I can make her my caregiver. I can swindle and scam her. I can go back to, at my darkest, lowest, sickest hour, I can go back to the divine feminine to rescue me. Even though it's clear that judgment and retribution are all over me, I still feel I can go back and reach back in the cupboard and grab one of the sweetest women I still know and go up to her and say, hey, I'm going to scam you into being my savior right now. 7 of Wands with the 4 of Pentacles, with the 5 of Cups. This woman is not going for this at all. Okay, so he's going to get refusal from the divine feminine. He cannot dark back in that door as a collective war with this woman. He cannot darken her door again. Okay, this woman's primary concern is holding back and holding on to her money. So obviously this is someone that has already heard about what he's all about these days. This is the point in the story where this man actually realizes that he's washed up and done. Whoever this childhood divine feminine was, this is someone that he believed that he could always go back and pick up. Okay, so somebody he obviously had very little respect for. Why did he have such little respect for her? Obviously because she must have loved him at one time, or because she's an empath. So the fact that this woman obviously is high in mothering energy, because we did pull cups right out the gate to describe her, 6 of Cups. She's sweet, kind, in mothering energy, possibly Queen of Cups energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, where he loves to go and really get down and manipulate and take advantage of them Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, feminine energies, okay? Divine feminine energies. This man sat there this whole time thinking that he could always just go back and scoop her up. So now being able to go back and scoop her up and spin the block on her it's kind of what lets him know that now he's in a position where he has to just simply fall back and realize he's not going to be able to celebrate with anybody. He's not going to be able to just go back and pick some woman up. Look at this, 4 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and have her scoop her up to wipe his behind and pay his bills. Okay, but that's not what we're doing. So that's dark magic that he tried to use to re-engage in the same demonic pattern, to run back towards the same demonic pattern that he was previously in, okay? We're seeing the revisitation here of this Queen of Wands energy with this King of Cups. This Queen of Wands energy here has represented the reckoning because she also represented the boss that terminated him. We're seeing the divine feminine show up and give him reckoning. So this reckoning is coming when he's in a soft space, King of Cups, when he's in a drunken space. There's some type of reckoning coming. 4 of Cups, Page of Wands, Judgment, what I tell y'all. There's some type of reckoning coming, okay? With that 6 of Swords. This is a bad omen and is giving very much a final omen. It looks like this man's drunkenness, okay? He gets to a place where he's not even really able to keep this liquor down anymore, or maybe he's finally deciding that he can no longer celebrate with this liquor. He can no longer have a good time with this liquor. He can no longer even get women around because of this alcohol problem. But by this point, we see those demonic forces in the 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords energy. They have been working so hard on him for so long, y'all. This Judgment has been working so hard on him for so long by this point. You know, he's trying to talk about, again, potentially getting into some type of rehab or something like that. But that truth that you spoke is a block. It's a block from him being able to get out of this karmic debt. This man has the children, the tears of children on him. It's no getting out of that. It's no getting, he can't get out of the truth. This is the truth. He's built this for himself. This man has literally driven people to want to harm themselves. Potentially, I'm hearing some of these women even want to harm the children they had with him. This man has been responsible for such dark things. There is no getting out. The only way out is unalive, okay? It's almost like he doesn't realize it, but his actions initiated him into a demonic cult so long ago. And the only way out is to unalive. He can't get out of this. He can't get out of it. He also can't get out of the retribution of it. The karmic masculine body itself is facing retribution, okay? These demonic forces that he is in bed with are at odds with the Christ consciousness. He's aligned himself with this. There is no getting out of that. He's foolish. There is no getting out of that. Ace of Wands. Okay, new beginnings are blocked for him. Also, his sex life is blocked. The sex addiction, whatever he had going on there, is blocked. Queen of Swords with the Tower. This man received some bad news from a physician. Something is going on with him. All this hypersexuality, it comes home to roost. This man is just going downhill, y'all. It's just going downhill. What did I tell y'all? They go to Death card energy coming right back. Death card energy coming right back. With this attack on the mind. There's so many demonic thoughts in his mind, y'all. This man, look at this. What I tell y'all? They go to Devil card energy. 7 of Cups. With the 10 of Cups. Queen of Cups. This man can at this point only dream about his days of simply being a romance scammer because, you know, the devil has really gotten into his mind and just led him down that dark path. There's no coming back from. So now this man, he's sick, he's alone, he's not really capable sexually. The money's not there, the child support's on his back, he's drunk. I mean, the list is just getting longer and longer as he faces this retribution. And y'all, he's not getting out of this. So now he can only daydream about the days that he was able to play these games with the karmic feminine, with the divine feminine energy. He can only sit back now and think about those. What are those? He is so foul. He thinks of these as his glory days. So this man may even be praying. Ain't that something? Praying to. He's not praying to God. I can tell you that. praying for an opportunity to receive from the divine feminine once again. See, now we get to the root of the thing. Amen. Now we get to the root of the thing, that the divine feminine keeps the karmic masculine alive. He is nothing without the divine feminine. He has nothing to live for. He's going nowhere fast. Without the divine feminine to live from, without goddess energy to live from, without the Christ consciousness to live from, without Godhead energy to live from, without womb energy to live from, without Oshun energy to sip from. We can go on and on down the list of goddesses, baby. Without the divine feminine, the karmic masculine is washed up, drunk, sexually dead, bipolar, broke, incapable of handling his affairs, not showing up for his children because he never chose to be kind to, learn, embrace, or handle the divine feminine with care. Without that energy, without him respecting the divine feminine energy, look at his life. And we're speaking collectively. Just as much as this resonates with some, I'm sure, but this one is about the collective. And when the karmic masculine don't respect the divine feminine, oh, okay. And we still see these energies coming in to block his victory. Strength, 8 of Cups, we see that walking away from him. And what does he know to do? Run the streets, but he can't do it. His mind is too messed up. His mental health is no longer such that's going to let him run nan streets. We're looking at a karmic masculine and what his life looks like when the divine feminine curses him. Okay? Let's just call it what it is. This is his life. Without the blessings, without the acceptance of, without the exaltation from the divine feminine. 9 of Swords. No celebration. 3 of Cups comes through in the reverse. There's nothing to celebrate. Because that cauldron is still boiling. That combination of all that retribution that he created for himself, towards himself, the chariot, is still there. The cycle is still upon him. Even in the future. This is what it's going to be. We don't see the karmic masculine walking out of this until that reckoning is completed. It's not just in here with us discussing these romantic elements, y'all. As I said, you can see it. You can see it all around. You can see it all around. Okay? We see it in media. We see it all around. The Lord of Sorrows has descended upon the karmic masculine. So moving forward, and now we're speaking spiritually, we're speaking in the astral. This man has created an environment for himself that is ruled by the Lord of Sorrows. So there's strife. The Lord of Sorrows is on the 3 of Swords. There's strife. This is a promise of strife. Y'all see the Hierophant with the 5 of Wands. This is strife. He will continuously be in a space of strife. We see the 10 of Swords. Okay, we see him hitting rock bottom and just being there. We see exhaustion. Okay, drunkenness, issues with his pancreas, I'm hearing. We see him having to borrow a lot of money. We see a lot of this going unnoticed by the divine feminine. See, he's invisible to them now. He's been removed from the spiritual path of the divine feminine because he exploits the care, he exploits the Mother Mary energy, he exploits the Mary Magdalene energy, he exploits any divine feminine energy. He exploits it. So he has been removed from the gift that is the divine feminine. So they cannot see him. So he is no longer capable of finding some woman for romance scamming. Okay? The first point in his walk where we saw that he's clearly been removed from the path of the divine feminine is when he reached back to get his childhood friend and nothing happened. He was allowed to stay in his misery, in his filth, in his sorrow. Okay? So this man will not be able to go back. There is no going back. So his energy, himself, who he is, will be kept in secret. High Priestess energy, there's secret energy there. He's not going to be shown. He's not going to be revealed. He's going to be kept in that space that he's in. Okay? Burning with passion for the divine feminine. Can't do nothing about it. Still trying to plot, plan, and scheme on the divine feminine. Two of Wands. Can't do nothing about it. Okay? Because justice has come. Justice has come upon him. There's nothing he can do. That cauldron, baby. The tears of those children, the tears of those baby mamas, the tears of those that want to commit crimes of passion against him, the tears of the women that were vengeful, all these divine feminine energies that he left hurt, that he left in tears. When you spoke your energy, when you spoke in anger, when you spoke in truth, when you spoke from that Christ consciousness energy from a place of strength, because what you got to understand is these other divine feminines that we just talked about, many of them were speaking from a place of defeat, weakness, hurt, confusion. You didn't come from that. You just said the real tea about him spiritually, physically, from your mouth, from a place of strength. You were not beaten or defeated. You saw him for what he was. Your third eye energy was potent, was pure. You was like, you know what? Yeah, this is what it is. When you spoke that truth, you unlocked that cauldron. That spell work went all up and down his right, left side, right on the side, left side, right to the side. Okay? And there's not going to be anything he can do to get out of this situation. Okay? This justice and retribution in his mind, this man feels that he has been beaten, that he has been mistreated, that he is being defeated, and he doesn't even understand how it got into his life. This is how evil this man is. He's so evil, he didn't know he was evil. He's so self-righteous, he didn't know he was being self-righteous. This man still feels entitled to the love, to the saving, to the grace of the divine feminine. What I say? 9 of Pentacles. Page of Swords. This man still thinks somebody is supposed to come in and save him. If somebody acts right now, this man's going to start cursing about, talking about, lying on his absentee mother. Saying how only if she was here. If I had my mama here to fight for me, if my mama had came for me, I wouldn't be in this situation. Mama, because he's still upset because the love of the divine feminine is not present with him. So he's going to decide and assume that his mother was a divine feminine when really is giving karmic. But he's going to assume that she was a divine feminine, and that's who he's going to blame. If she was here to take care of me, to guard me, to protect me. This is the level of confusion and deception this man is still in, but it don't damn matter because he's got to go ahead and deal with the karma and the retribution of it. So he can sit over there and be broke down by himself. Okay? 10 of Pentacles energy. With the 5 of Pentacles. There's no down the line family coming. There's no legacy coming. All those women are going to leave him out in the cold. They're going to take their kids and take whatever little $32 or whatever he can afford to send over there a month, and they're going to move on. Hopefully finding a dark masculine, finding a real man. A divine masculine. A man that can either transform or build or pray or speak life or lead or pay for something. Because this man, scammer, schemer, faker, imposter. Glamour magic to the core. Okay? Pretending. A lot of pretending. This man's dark spirit team has turned on him. We knew it. His ability to manipulate has been blocked. He doesn't have any help. He doesn't have that demonic team behind him. He was never good at it. Okay, he was just in bed with a bed full of demons. And that's like we know. When it comes to the karmic masculine, they do abandon you and let you hit the wall eventually. If not today, tomorrow. Okay? This man is left alone. What did I just tell y'all? Spiritually and otherwise. He is left alone. Okay? King of Pentacles and the Emperor. This man is left alone. Specifically, his money and his reputation have been hit. 9 of Wands, beyond repair. 5 of Swords. 10 of Wands, baby. 5 of Swords and that 10 of Wands. All of those betrayals, competition from those masculines that went and degraded him to them divine feminines, hoping to either get a few laughs, get some draws, get a drink. Hey, now that he's gone, do you want to talk to me? Or maybe just disparaging him for the hell of it because those demonic entities were able to get them to do dirt against this man because it was his season for dirt to be done against him. All of that is just going to lay on him. It's going to hang there, y'all, to leave nevermore. Okay? All of those entities are going to hang on him. He's not going to be able to get out of those. Hangs, those nets, you know, those binds. Okay? He's not going to be able to get out of any of that. This man has nothing left but regret. You know, his harvest of demonic retribution has come in. Okay? His ship, if you will, his hell realm ship, if you want to call it that, has come in. Okay? Period. Divine timing is at play. This isn't something that he's going to get out of. This is karmic justice. You know, so unbeknownst to you, your words, your anger, your indignation, coupled with your righteousness, your divine femininity, and your clarity, definitely offered this man what he needed on a karmic level. Okay, this man got exactly what he had coming to him. That was you, coupled with the pain and agony of so many feminines before, divine feminines before you, along with these babies, these divine babies. Okay, listen. You know, every dog has their day. And we're in a season where the karmic masculine is having his day. We're in a season where the karmic masculine is having his day. So it was just divine timing was at play, left, right, and sideways. Okay, there was really no other way for this to go. Okay, spell, love. I told y'all, this spell, and it is a love-based spell in a sense that came out and was able to create retribution for him, because it was love that he used, or feigned love that he used to take advantage of all of these feminines, y'all. Okay? So at this point, surveillance, there's not anything else this man can do but sit back and watch, y'all. Okay? Sit back and watch. Lying to himself, telling himself it's not too late. I can still go back, you know, look on social media. I can still go back and get her. This man is now crazy. He's completely delulu. He's no longer making sense. He's not only gaslighting himself, he's gaslighting himself. Okay? There's not even anyone left for him to gaslight. This man's on his own. He may even be living on a beach or wandering on the beach during the day. He's going all the way down. All he can do is hope that someone will come pick his rusty ass up off the floor. They're not going to. Okay, they're not going to. It is what it is. At this point, all this man will have left is memories. That's it. And it's a shame when the memories that you're using to keep you warm are of when you were waging spiritual warfare against God's people. Wow. If you have enjoyed this Divine Feminine Tarot Tea, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Okay, like this video, like this video, like this video. Do not be afraid to go ahead and hit the bell. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go ahead and hit me up at dftarottea@gmail.com. If you would like to check out the Dark Feminine membership, please go ahead and check out the link below this video over to the Patreon, where we are still building a community over there. If you would like to make a little love offering to this channel, dftarottea at CASHAPP or PayPal. If you would like to buy me a little piece of cheese, like I always say, y'all know I love cheese, dftarottea at CASHAPP or PayPal. And as always, I will catch y'all in the next one.